The Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with code HGP. Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, Joel Meyer. What are we doing today on this Saturday here, Joel?
It's a frustrating one. Frustrating start to the day. I wake up, watch ATM lose to the fucking Miami Hurricanes. That was terrible. And
what did that final score end up being? I saw it was like so low scoring.
10-3. The Yankees had a chance to tie it. They're on the goal line, and they threw an interception on third and goal. Chance to tie it, but yeah, that was rough. All the unders lost, of course. We have the Malinsky special. Well, there's a new special. It's the Meyer special, where you just bet an over when Joel Meyer bets an under. We've gotten to that point. It seems like, it's not a good start today, but Friday night actually is pretty good. Our buddy John Lee put a lot of money on the Alabama Crimson Tide, so I had to put even more money on that. So that was a fun sweat. They were down 17-0 pretty early on, but they stormed back. It was a turning of the tide, so to speak. And came out with the win there. Ty Simpson was dialed in, and carried his team to victory. So that was nice. Hockey was okay yesterday. The Hurricanes blew a 3-goal lead with like 10 minutes left. Lost in a shootout, or was it overtime?
It was a shootout. They're still the Canes. They still can't beat. They still can't beat the Panthers there.
Right. I saw that Seth Jarvis got pretty banged up.
Jarvis was tripped in overtime. And,
I saw that. How was that not a penalty?
How was Seth Jones not given anything for his leading elbow into Brandon Hagel, who's on IR now? Like, I was thinking about it after that. Like, are we going to look back on this Panthers team, or are some people going to look back on this Panthers team and be like, man, they were dirty. They were dirty. That's how they won. Like Sam Bennett, Conn Smythe, he's always knocking goalies out. I wonder if that's going to be kind of the revisionist history of this Panthers team.
Very revisionist history. I'm not here for that. I'm just saying.
Well, no, we're not here for that, but like I feel like that's going to be people.
I'm seeing more and more of that. Oh, Panthers, of course, they got away with it. They're just people are jealous of greatness, and right now the Panthers are the great. So that's what you see in the dumb social media stuff. But anyway, enough whining and complaining. We can get going to better things.
No, that might be enough whining and complaining for you. I got plenty. of complaining to do.
All right, let's hear it.
My Flyers today. Another 2-goal lead on the road. Blew a 2-goal lead in Buffalo on Thursday night. Blew a 2-goal lead, two 2-goal leads, 3-1, and then 4-2 against the Rangers today at Madison Square Garden, which is a very overrated arena, in my opinion. Fuck Madison Square Garden.
I got something to say about that.
Tear it down, build something else there above a train station. Horrible ice conditions, horrible just arena vibe when I've been there. Flyers blow that one. Sam Harrison starts because Dan Vladar is hurt, so that fucks our under. Flyers can't hold on to win. Flyers have a 4-on-3 in overtime, and it's just the most pathetic 4-on-3 I've seen. Early in overtime, and then one late as well. Denver Barkey, good call up there. Denver Barkey, former London Knight, came up, had 2 assists in like 30 seconds in his NHL debut, but a 5-4 overtime loss. You can hear more complaining about that on the Broad Street Hockey. I did a post game for that earlier, but I would love to hear your thoughts on MSG.
Well, when I saw on the ticker that the New York Knicks were not going to hang up their banner for the NBA Cup in MSG, I'm like, good for them. That's an historic building. There's no reason to have this gimmicky title hanging in the rafters alongside all their legendary title runs. But then I saw that they hung up their fucking division winning banners, like they're like a new expanded franchise. So that kind of undermines that. And then I learned that it's just a war between Dolan and the commissioner Adam Silver, apparently. So that I was disappointed to hear that. I was like, yeah, let's go. The Lakers put that fucking gimme shit up, but the Knicks don't. That's great. But no, apparently it's just bullshit politicking. But anyway, yeah, fuck the Rangers, fuck the Knicks.
Yeah, speaking of bullshit politicking, I know there's a feud between Logan Thompson and somebody at Team Canada, which is why he's not going on.
Oh, we've been over that multiple times.
But I didn't know about it. I saw something yesterday where like who's the guy that has the feud with Thompson?
There's two. It's Bruce Cassidy and Peter DeBoer.
Peter
DeBoer just fights with everybody though. So
someone else I thought, but it was like, oh, they promised Logan Thompson like a case of beer when he made the NHL, and he never got that. So like apparently,
okay, I've never heard this one.
Let me see if I can find the tweet here. It's Thompson case because it was saw it yesterday. Sammy Silver McCrimmon told Thompson if he ever went pro, he'd buy him a full case of beer to congratulate him. Thompson's still waiting on it. So
That's pretty petty.
Apparently, there's multiple people there against Logan Thompson, and today's
Kelly McCrimmon, one of the guys involved in Team Canada.
I don't know.
What does he got to do with it?
I guess, but I mean, he probably liked seeing Logan Thompson give up 5 today against the or 4 or 5. I don't know if it was an empty netter for Detroit to. Screw our unders. Let's just get out of the way. Let's get the puck bucks up here on the screen that we have so far for Saturday. I'm 1-4. You're 0-4 so far. Spencer Knight not starting for the Blackhawks. They're down 5-4, 4 minutes left. So that's going to be another loss.
I think you're Wild one. I'm pretty sure. Anyway.
My Wild did win, right? They 5-2 win there for the Wild. So,
yeah, so I'm 0-5.
You are 5. Did Kaprizov get the 5th goal by chance? No. So my goal scorer parlay, I went with Kaprizov instead of Boldy, and Boldy got 2 goals, including 4 minutes in. But
so didn't have Buffalo in the puck bucks. I thought they were up 1-0, but I don't know.
Yeah, Buffalo's up 1-0. Islanders won last night. No, they lost last night 4-1 to the Canucks. But yeah, so puck bucks. We're trending downward here. Hopefully, we can get something else going for this late slate here.
Yeah. Glad we got this out of the way. Because we only go up from here. Right?
Yeah. Good stuff. Great. Yeah. Make sure you check out the SGPN app for all of our picks and podcasts for every sport. There, I got college football playoff, I got college basketball, I got NFL, got everything going on here in the world of sports. All right, let's get into the 9-game slate for. Wait, before this though, if you're listening to this podcast and you're not subscribed on YouTube or Apple or Spotify, subscribe on all 3. If you're listening to a hockey gambling podcast episode on Saturday night before an NFL Sunday, a pretty big NFL Sunday, you got to subscribe. So make sure you guys do that. We did hit 1,000 subscribers, so we appreciate all of you guys out there. All right, yeah, let's share this tab instead. Let's go with the Washington Capitals at the Detroit Red Wings at 1:00. Game is pick 'em. Over 5.5 minus 130, under 5.5 plus 110. Joel, what do you got here?
Well, I saw a bit of this game. I saw the Red Wings were absolutely crushing the Capitals, both in terms of goals scored and shots on goal. I think it was 22-6 at one point for the Wings. And yeah, I wouldn't blame Thompson at all. Like, he was scrambling, he was getting shelled, and he stood his ground. So I wouldn't put this loss on him at all. The Capitals, they were the sleepy team. It wasn't a sleepy under, but there was one sleepy team in that one. You'd think that they'd come back with a nice response here against the Wings, but they've had struggles with Lindgren and net, and now you'll get Cam Talbot for the Wings, who's been just as good, if not better, than Job Gibson. So, yeah, I guess I would take the Caps here, but I'm not too confident in it, and surprise, I like the under. But I'm so gun shy on that now. It's on a back-to-back, it could get weird again. I don't know. Everything disciplined in me says just ignore what's happened. You can't just like stop betting unders because you've had a bad run of them. So nice. We'll just lower our stake. How about that? 10 puck bucks on the under 5.5. They're at plus 110. Let's hope the sleepy one continues, because this is the only early game. The other ones are like deep in the afternoon.
Yeah, you did some research today as well. You were sharing for the Saturday early games. If you want to get into that after this, but yeah, I don't really have anything here. I guess Detroit here at home 10-7-1, Washington on the road 8-6-2. Capitals are kind of sliding right now. Loss in 4 of their past 5. 5 of their past 7 there. If I can do some quick math there in Detroit, yeah, Detroit's playing better here. On the second half of back-to-backs, I think Detroit's 1-5 and the Capitals are 4-2. I saw there, so not as much confidence in the Red Wings based on that. Now 3-3 for the Capitals on back-to-backs. Cam Talbot is better than Charlie Lindgren, I think. So I'll take the Red Wings here. Just a sprinkle on them, minus 110, just for 11 puck bucks there. Not anything too strong on this back-to-back.
Yeah, now you know how it feels. I remember you said you bet the Capitals to win the division at plus 290, if I remember the price, and now they've just been falling to shit. And that's how this season's gone for me. As soon as they've had a future, whatever I bet just turns to absolute garbage. And it's a struggle, but it's a long season, so a lot of those things have turned around. So you might still have a chance at the Caps, but I hope not, because it's all Hurricanes for me now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. All right, down to 6 p.m. Got the Colorado Avalanche minus 175 at the Minnesota Wild, plus 145. Under 6.5 is minus 130. Over 6.5 plus 110. I did not realize the Avalanche for the second game, so sorry, but right back to you.
All good. Yeah, I just watched the Wild beat the Oilers 5-2, as we already mentioned. They got a lot of their guys back. Johansson, Brodin, the blue line looks fully fit. I'm sure Quinn Hughes didn't play 32 minutes tonight, as he has in the first couple of games with Minnesota. Yeah, they just took care of the Oilers pretty comfortably. Their penalty kill rather was doing its thing. They didn't allow the Oilers many power plays, as I saw. I'm not looking at the stats. Just have it on a second screen.
1 for 2. 1 for 2 they were.
1 for 2? Okay. Well, still 50%. Still, if you allow only one power play goal to the Oilers, you have a good chance. You have a fighting chance. So, yeah, only two penalties given up. You can win a lot of games against Edmonton that way. And, yeah, the Avalanche are a pretty disciplined team. Their penalty kill is really good. Power play is absolutely atrocious still. But, yeah, the Wild here, plus 145 looks good, but Wallstead, who's been the better goalie so far. I saw his Vezina odds just came crashing down. He's like 14-12 to 1 to win the Vezina.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think he has a better chance to win the Calder. But yeah, it's Avalanche nothing here, but it's a big price, so you'd have to go with the puck line at minus 1.5. But the Avalanche, like I've been saying for a while now, they're just kind of sleepwalking through these games. They're not really putting their 100% effort in, but this is a rivalry affair, so you'd think that you'd get a better performance here. So yeah, just give me 10 puck bucks on the Avs, minus 1.5 at plus 142. Yeah, it's hopefully the Wild are sitting fat and happy after a nice win over McDavid and co. And the total is under 6.5. I mean, it's the Avalanche defense is the best in the league. The Wild is one of the best in the league, and then we got the two good goalies here. Obviously, a lot of firepower on both sides, but all right, why not? 20 bucks.
Do you want the 6? Do you want the 6 at minus 110?
Yeah, let's do that. Just 15 then on the under 6 at minus 110.
Yeah, I'm also taking that under 6, minus 110 for 22 puck bucks there. Both these teams have trended to the unders this season. First meeting, both teams had 41 shots, but it still went to a shootout for a 3-2 Wild decision there. I'm taking the Avs in some way, just deciding which way to take them here. Puck line might be the smartest there at plus 142. Yeah, I'll take that. But for 15 puck bucks there, a little bit more confident. Just a lot of rest recently for the Avs. They had 2 days off before their last game. They had 2 days off before the game before that. So they're feeling pretty good. Winnipeg was a tougher battle than I thought. But yeah, Minnesota back-to-back, third game in 4 nights for them, even though both are at home. I think the Avs here get a win by margin at plus 142 for 15, and then the under 6 at minus 110 for 22 bucks. Okay, down to 7 p.m. Got the Toronto Maple Leafs plus 170 at the Dallas Stars minus 205. Under 6.5 minus 135. Over 6.5 at plus 114 here. Seems like a big price for the Leafs, but they are playing tonight against somebody. They're definitely playing somebody
Predators
tonight. They're in Nashville, right? They're down in Nashville, then head down to Dallas for this one on Sunday night. Leafs so far this season on back-to-backs are 3-2. Have not been playing well recently. This is a game where you really want to see how the Leafs come out tonight after no showing in DC against the Capitals. But Dallas, I mean, huge win on the back-to-back against the Ducks, 8-3 after beating the Sharks 5-3. So third game in 4 nights for them is always going to be tough there as well. So yeah, if anything, I might just wait and see what happened with the Leafs and take the Leafs if this gets up to close to 2-1. As far as the total is concerned, kind of like the under, but not strong enough to play, knowing what we know now. So a pass game there for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is about these games these days, but they're all screaming under to me, and that doesn't make any sense because they're all going over. We got Joseph Woll in net tonight against the Predators, so it'll be Dennis Hildeby again for the Leafs, probably against Ottinger. Just stomped the Ducks in the last game. 8-3 said the final was.
Yeah,
that was pretty lame game there. Hopefully we see the same kind of thing from the Jackets tonight with the over and the away team winning. But anyway, for this one,
let me share this stat before you make a total play, because I am adding the over 6.5. 114 for 20 bucks. In their 5 back-to-back games for the Leafs, all of them have gone over. They're averaging 5 goals per game, averaging 4 goals against per game. So I'm grabbing that plus 114 over 6.5 for 20 bucks.
All right. Well, then I'll just not bet the under. save me 20 bucks there. I'll just this is like the Leafs, you really have to watch their games and you have to know what's going on with this team to at least that's how I handicap them. I mean, they've been no-showing most of these games, so I just want give me the Stars minus 1.5 at plus 120, 10 bucks on that. Who cares what happens tonight? Like if they just put up another no-show, it proves that they're not believing in the coach, their head's not in the game or whatever it is, just a bad team. And if they win, then they'll be facing a letdown spot. I don't know. Yeah. So Stars are just significantly better. They're crushing everybody right now. So I think that they can dominate the Leafs here.
Yeah, and Stars are mostly healthy now. They got Bichel and Sagan just on long-term injury reserve out for a while. So besides that, they're looking good, and their wins have been by margins. It's a good play there on the Stars. Okay, another good thing is Kalshi. We just partnered up with Kalshi, a real money prediction market legal in all 50 states. You can bet, you can trade tons of markets, not bet, in sports, including NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, NHL, and more, plus props like first touchdowns. They even have politics, entertainment, and even the weather. At Kalshi, you can trade anything, and you can get $20 when you use promo code SGPN. That is Kalshi, KALSHI. Promo code SGPN. And Underdog is your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. Underdog has you covered the holiday season with Underdog Unwrapped. You'll unwrap tons of promos all throughout the holidays. And Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5 and get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code HGP. All right, down here at 7 p.m. is the rematch of tonight's game. Montreal Canadiens minus 105 at the Pittsburgh Penguins minus 115. Under 6.5 minus 115. Over 6.5 minus 105. Joel, another one of those games that really depends on what happens tonight in Montreal.
I believe it's Fowler tonight for the Habs, and I did not see if the goalie is confirmed yet for the Pens.
I'll check.
Be Skinner.
I don't know if it matters.
She loves. Yeah, no, it doesn't really.
It is Skinner. Yes, Stuart Skinner.
So yeah, she loves in that tier. Let's go. We bet the over in the first game. And might as well just double down on the over in the second game. Montreal to Pittsburgh. It's weird how they have two of these home and homes on back-to-backs in the slate. But, yeah, it's a holiday scheduling, I guess, has something to do with it. But, yeah, let's go with the over 6.5. Two good offenses, elite power play for the Penguins. Not lately, but in general, they've been pretty good. Canadians below average penalty kill. Another reason why I like Crosby props tonight. And if he doesn't get it done tonight to pass Lemieux for total franchise point leader, then he'll do it here in Pittsburgh. So that's a good Martingale situation. You just double down to get those bets back that you lose tonight if he doesn't get it. That's what I'm going to be doing anyway. Better to get it in Pittsburgh anyway. But like I said, the Crosby has a lot of connections to Montreal as well. So anyway, over 6.5. Let's get some goals. Finally, I cannot sweat on under 20 bucks on the over 6.5 at -105. The total or the side is up in the air. I think it's priced pretty accurately, but it'll really depend on what's going on in an hour or two.
Yeah, not too much to add. The only thing is Penguins 0-5 on back-to-backs. A few of them have gone to overtime, 0-2 and 3, but allowing 4 goals per game on the back-to-back. So maybe another Canadians team total over 3.5. Let me actually see what that is. But besides that, I like the Canadians. -105 for 21 puck bucks. Over 3.5 is +125. I'm actually taking that instead. Montreal team total over 3.5, +125 for 20 puck bucks there. I think they get 4. Silovs, Penguins are 4-11 in his starts. The Canadians are 12-6 when Dobish starts there for them. And we haven't mentioned the big trade for the Canadians, bringing Philip Deneau back to Montreal from LA for a second-round pick. And just nice little tidy move by them, bringing in a depth center guy that they know that knows Montreal. So we'll see if that can help them in the playoff race.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense for the Habs. They don't really have a true number 2 center. And Deneau has really struggled this year, but a lot of the Kings have struggled under Jim Hiller. John, I think Deneau doesn't have a single goal yet, but that's not really his role. His role is more the like the Ryan O'Reilly type, just distribute the puck and play some elite checking. Like I remember McKinnon saying a few years ago that the hardest player to play against was Philip Deneau. So that's pretty damn high praise. So the Canadians, with the pretty shoddy defense themselves, really needed some help in that regard. So I love this for the Habs. Second round pick. I think that's a pretty good deal there.
Yeah. I mean, they have a solid top 6 going on, especially on wing. So adding Deneau as a third line center is only good this season for any Canadians futures you have. And
the Kings are kind of like Buffalo to a lesser extent in terms of like teams or players that they trade away if they turn into rock stars. I mean, the Jets got those guys.
Velarde, they got Velarde and
Dubois rediscovered his form when he left, and that Kemper as well.
Sean Walker too. Sean Walker went to Philly and then Carolina. He's been much better after being a throwaway from LA. There's a Flyers pool for you. Yeah.
But Jersey too. I mean, Jersey was okay in LA, but they traded him to Coyotes, and he turned into an even better player.
Yeah, there was one other trade last night. Well, it was Mason Marchment going from Seattle to Columbus. Neither of those teams play tomorrow. Sure, who knows what Mason Marchment is? Like, I think I saw the Kraken gave up like a second or a third and a fourth for him, and I got back like a second and a fourth. So, yeah, we'll see. I saw Bulljacks loved it in our group chat there. So we'll see what he can bring to Columbus.
Yeah, another good defensive two-way player. Jackets need more of that as well.
Right down to 7 p.m. here. I got the New York Rangers -120 at the Nashville Predators +100. Over 5.5 is -120. Under 5.5 at +100 here. I watched all of the Rangers game today. Their 5-4 shootout win over the Flyers there, but I don't think they've been a good team on back-to-back. 0-5-1. 0.67 goals per game in 6 games. So what's that? 4 goals. They're allowing 3 goals per game on back-to-back, so that's 18 goals there. Nashville is in a tough spot because they play tonight against Toronto, so less time to recover, but Rangers have to travel as well, and the Rangers are a good road team. What are the Predators on back-to-backs this season? The Predators are 0-3-1 as well. 2.5 goals for, 4.5 goals against there, so Nothing too strong as of now. Maybe see what happens down in Nashville tonight. JT Miller did leave today's game with an upper body injury, so he could be out. It looked like he was favoring his right arm there today. So right now, I look to the Preds at home as a play. Might put just 10 puck bucks on them. Let me stall here while I look up some more stats. Home underdogs, they're 3-8. Rangers are 7-2 as home favorites or road favorites. So it's going to be a pass game here for me. If anything, the Rangers have been an under team, especially scoring wise on back to backs. 0-6. The over is on back to backs. So yeah, give me the under 5.5 even money for just 10 bucks there.
Similar to Leafs game. I mean, it is the same game. The Predators Leafs play tonight. We don't even know who the starter is yet. It's an hour from puck drop, I think, or 2 hours maybe, and we don't know if it's Annunen or Saros yet. At least according to Daily Faceoff. Yeah. So that's a big deal. If it's Saros, I like the home team and the under. If it's Annunen, I want nothing to do with anything here. It's yeah. I mean, we already bet the Predators against the Leafs. We already bet the under in that one, so we're riding with the next game. It's tough to call. Yeah, you already mentioned the JT thing. Rangers have been playing a couple of overtime games as well, so they should be tired. At least the top guys play those extra minutes. So yeah, if anything, I would take the Preds in the under, but I know that Saros is playing.
Yeah, and Panarin's been battling something. I know he played today and had 2 goals.
He was
in the
sick earlier.
Okay, so maybe he'll be fine. Maybe he's fine. Down to 7 p.m. again. Got the Buffalo Sabres plus 124 at the New Jersey Devils minus 148. Under 6.5 minus 130. Over 6.5 plus 110. Joel, back to you.
Yeah, Sabres, another team that are currently playing up 1-0, I think, against the New York Islanders. Then they have to go up to New Jersey. I guess that'd be down to New Jersey.
Yes, down to New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Who just come back from not a terribly long road trip, but it was way out there on the West Coast with playing the who did they play? They played the Knights
and then Utah.
They beat the Mammoth. And coming back home here, they're still banged up. They got Brett Pesce back, I'm pretty sure. But other than that, I don't know if Timo Meyer's back from his personal leave.
I believe he is. He's not on this injury report. So
all right,
maybe
Timo Meyer's back. That's good for them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah. They're not playing great. They're playing well defensively. The goaltending has been a little better of late, notably from Jacob Markstrom, but it's still not great. And the Sabres have been they've been playing pretty well since going on that road trip. They only lost against the Flames in a back and forth affair. They took care of the Oilers, the Kraken, the Canucks, came back home, beat the
Flyers.
The Flyers, right? Now they're beating the Islanders. So Sabres are hot. They're looking to pass the Leafs for the worst team in the East. I don't know. That's a long-winded way of saying I have no idea. I'm making arguments for both teams. You can do what you will. We'll wait to see what happens in the Sabres game. Maybe you jump on the line with an injury or something like that. Who's even playing in that? I don't even know who's in that there for the.
I think it might be Alex Lyon. I think he started last game for Buffalo.
They're pretty comparable anyway.
Alex Lyon is confirmed tonight against Dave Rittich.
Yeah. So I don't know. This is another pass game for me.
Yeah, I mean, you made cases for both sides there. If anything, I would take the Sabres as the underdog, but you have to see what happens tonight. And yeah, if it's Jake Allen for the Devils, maybe I'd be okay taking the Devils there at minus 150. They've been a good team, even without Jack Hughes, without Meyer for a bit, without other pieces there on the blue line. They've been able to battle through it there. So I guess credit to Sheldon Keefe for doing that, especially through bad goaltending. Sabres, they are what they are. Who really knows how they're going to show up from night to night? So if anything, I would play the Sabres as dogs, but wait to see what happens tonight right now against the Islanders. See how that one finishes for Buffalo. All right, down to 7 p.m. again. Got the Winnipeg Jets plus 102 at the Utah Mammoth minus 122. Over 5.5 minus 120. Under 5.5 plus 100 here. Finally, a normal game. No team on a back-to-back here, so we can actually analyze what has happened recently. Winnipeg continues their road trip. Lost 1-0 in St. Louis. 3-2 in Colorado. Now going to Utah. Utah's been up and down, outplayed the Devils in terms of shots on goal, but lost that one 2-1. Still 3-2-0 in their past 5 games. This is the second meeting this season. Winnipeg lost at home 3-2 to Utah back in October there. Trying to find some sort of angle to play here, but I don't know what it is. Maybe Utah at home here, just at minus 122. Winnipeg has been 7-10-1 on the road. 0-6 as road underdogs. The Jets are this season. 6-4 as home favorites. The Mammoth are. But Hellebuck is back, so that kind of changes things for the Jets. If anything, maybe the under. Neither team is really scoring too much. So yeah, give me that under 5.5 plus 100. Just 10 bucks on that for me, though.
Yeah, it is a 10 buck kind of game, isn't it? I mean, both teams, they should be desperate. These are teams that are likely going to be fighting for a playoff spot in a couple months, 2-3 months. They're right there in the mix for 4th, 5th wild card. I guess you'd call that 7th, 8th wild card, but you get the point. Mammoth, they started the season hot. Jets started the season hot. Both have tailed off. I think the Mammoth would be a little bit more legitimate than the Jets, considering their underlying numbers. But the Jets have Connor Hellebuck. But since he's been back, they've been still a shitty team. They just managed to get a couple more points because he stole a game or two. But yeah, the under is the only way that I can. You know what? Actually, fuck that. We're going to go with the Mammoth here. Big response game. I believe this team at home long term. And the Jets still are, they're not playing great hockey at all. Haven't all season. They're in turmoil. They can only hope that Hellebuck saves their ass again and again. So I don't believe in that. Give me the Mammoth minus 122, 20 bucks. And if I had to bet the total, it would be the under. But I've been down that road too many times.
Yeah, I read something recently that scoring chances are a better predictor of future success than expected goals. And I feel like that's better for people to understand. Like people are like, oh, expected goals, you don't know about the quality or whatever. Scoring chances is a scoring chance. And last 10 games adjusted, Utah is 7th best at 52%, and Winnipeg is 9th worst there. So Utah is playing much better. And I wanted to bring that up for one of the more recent games as well. I forget which one. One of the ones up here, maybe Buffalo. Yeah, Buffalo has the sixth best scoring chance, 4%, while the Devils have the 12th worst in the past 10 games. So another thing to look at there at the underlying metrics. All right, almost done here. Down at 7 p.m. Got the Ottawa Senators minus 135 at the Boston Bruins plus 114. Over 5.5 minus 125. Under 5.5 plus 105. Joel, what do you got?
Well, we mentioned this game, I think, in passing on Friday night when we were talking about the goalie revenge game, Korpisalo and Linus Ullmark. I think Merlion played today for the Sens and Swayman tonight for the Bruins. So I think it's Swayman. Actually, I have not. I saw the line move towards the Bruins, so I assume that was the case. But it could just be Lankinen being confirmed for the Canucks on the back-to-back. Is it confirmed yet?
Where is Boston at on this page? Swayman versus Lankinen, yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, Korpisalo against his old team, Ullmark against his old team. We'll see what happens tonight with the Bruins and the Canucks. Once again, we did just see what happened with the Senators versus the Blackhawks. For the Senators, a 10-goal game where we bet the under 5.5. That's what happened. Thankfully, somebody in the group chat said, sorry. Notice I said sarcastically, both the Sens and the Blackhawks to score 4. He didn't know that I was being sarcastic and tailed that. So at least something good came of my.
I mean, hopefully he took like the over 7.5, over 9.5 there too. Get some good plus odds.
Both team totals over 3.5. It's Bruins are nothing here. Both teams in the back-to-back. Corpusalo against the little team. Senators happy with the win. But I do expect the Bruins to win tonight. It's another tough one, but the Bruins at home plus 114. They've been pretty damn solid as home dogs, just as a team in general. The market, I think, on covers, I think they're the team that has the most value earned. Like if you just betting the Bruins every game, you'd be pretty rich.
Where is that under stats? Yeah. So any no bets there for you though?
No, I'll give me the Bruins. 15 bucks, and kind of want to take the over, but I'll just stick with the Bruins.
Yeah, I'm also taking that bet. Boston plus 114 for 15 bucks. Both teams decent on back-to-backs. Boston 3-1, Ottawa 2-1. But yeah, as home underdogs, Boston's 9-5. Road favorites, Ottawa's only 5-4. And yeah, on covers, they are the most profitable team. Plus $1,100 there if you I guess bet 100 per Boston game there. Boston, San Jose are the two top over 1,000 each there. So yeah, Boston there plus 114 for 15 bucks. The total is very much dependent on kind of what happens tonight for the Bruins. I would look to the under. I think on back-to-backs. Over is 2-0-1 for Ottawa, 2-2 for Boston. So no play on the total, just Boston plus 114 for 15 bucks there. And we are brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. At Novig, you're getting the best prices. They got reduced jet juice on most bets out there. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. And of course, we got Rhythm. They've been crushing it this NFL season, especially good on when to fade players. Got college basketball up and running as well. Super easy to sign up, run predictions off the house model, or make your own and play with the sliders. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. All right, down here to the final game on the docket. We got the Vegas Golden Knights plus 136 at the Edmonton Oilers minus 162. Over 5.5 is minus 142, which seems very high there. Under 5.5 is at plus 120 here. It is a back-to-back for both teams. Edmonton coming home after a long 5-game road trip, lost 5-2 in Minnesota this afternoon. Meanwhile, Vegas had a loss against the Devils there on earlier this week, and tonight they are. Where they playing tonight? They're at Calgary tonight. Schmid tonight, so Hart tomorrow, most likely. Like you brought this up last night too. Hart in Edmonton, where he grew up or whatever. There, so Knights might be the play here with both teams on the back-to-back on back-to-backs this season. Vegas is 2-2. Edmonton 0-6 there. Let me look up there. Let me try to see their goal differential here because it's been bad for them. And yeah, Tristan Jarry out now, so you have Pickard and who's their backup? Who's their
Connor Ingram?
Connor Ingram they brought up. So maybe he'll find it in Edmonton there. But I like Vegas here a lot. Plus 136. Just 15 bucks on it though. This is a very low buck type of a slate here. But yeah, Edmonton. Kind of a Malinsky here coming back from the long road trip, even though it is a back-to-back for both teams.
Yeah, I'd love the Knights here if Eichel and Theodore would be playing, but they are not playing, and they lose a lot of their offensive jump going forward. I think Shea Theodore is having his best season of his career, if you'll believe Dom Luszczyszyn's model. I think he has him as fourth or fifth best Canadian defenseman. Jacob Chychrun, by the way, I was looking at his stats. He's been unreal. I know Archer's all over Werenski because he's scoring goals for the Jackets. He's nowhere near as good as Makar and Jacob Chychrun have been this year. So.
Chychrun shots on goal or point props have been.
So he's 66-1. That makes a lot more sense to me than Werenski at 450.
He's 5-1. Yeah, exactly.
Total nonsense. Bet me again, Archer.
Archer mentions free.
Yeah, he loves that shit. He just gets off to it. But he's jacking off right now. Yeah, I'm just right there with you. I mentioned it in the last show. I wish I could bet a lot more than Knights, but we don't have Eichel and Theodore, and the Oilers off the loss makes me like it a little less. So just 15 bucks as well for the Knights money line. we'll see what happens again. The theme of the show, because all these teams on the back-to-back. But yeah, I'm on the Knights and the under tonight, and I think I'll be on the Knights and the well, Connor Ingram is a wild card, isn't he? I mean, he was a good goalie in the NHL, but then he went to the rehab whatever it was, and he was in the AHL for a bit.
I saw he's doing. I saw he was pretty bad down there in 11 games, 4-5-2, 8.56 save percentage, goals against average 4.04. Like I can't imagine the Oilers AHL team is that great, but like if you have a goals against over 4 in more than 10 games, it's bad.
I guess if he was playing well, they wouldn't feel the need to go right away for Tristan Jarry. They would try Connor Ingram first.
Correct.
So I'll stay away from the total. Just give me the Knights, 15 bucks plus 136.
Yeah. You brought up that the Jets and Mammoth are in a fight for the playoff spots here. So while I bring up this our puck bucks here around the 41-minute mark of the YouTube video, you can always go back and watch the video after the live stream. I don't know if everyone realized that. There was a comment about it, like, thanks for saving the video. No, it's always there. It's on the YouTube channel. But Winnipeg is like plus 160 for the playoffs now. Like I feel like that's can only possibly come down, right?
Let me think. Utah is plus 160. I saw the Jets are
Utah's even money. Jets are plus 160.
Oh, to make,
yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, good.
Well, plus 165 you can get at DraftKings for Winnipeg.
To make, interesting.
To make, yeah.
Well, as a holder of them, to miss that's encouraging. I didn't know that they had already fallen that far off. Yeah, and Utah, they've been flirting around with around a pick 'em price for a while now to make or miss. And I think that they will end up edging out the Jets because, like I said before, they're a terrible team. Like losing Ehlers has made a massive difference. They lost another defenseman. I can't remember who it was now, but for whatever reason, they just don't have the same kind of defense that they had a year ago. And the personnel hasn't changed that much, but they're playing so much more poorly. And we got a big enough sample size to expect it not to change. So yeah, Hellebuyck has to play like a true heart winner for them to make the playoffs at this point. I do think that the Mammoth will end up sneaking in there ahead of them. So yeah, I'd rather bet the Mammoth to make than the Jets to miss now because it's a big minus price for the Jets to miss. But yeah, that's the way I would look because who else would it be? I mean, the Sharks, they're right in the mix there, to be fair. Yeah. But you have to expect them to fall off because Celebrini is the Connor Hellebuyck of the San Jose Sharks.
Celebrini is like third. He's like you have McKinnon and McDavid head to head for the Hart, and then Celebrini's third, like 20-1.
Right. So if we map this out,
the
Knights, have Oilers.
The Knights, Oilers. Are we? I guess the Ducks are going to hang on. I guess they're probably deep enough. Will. Yeah.
The Kings to be one
Kings.
Of those
so you got the Sharks, Mammoth, Blues, and Jets for the final spot. So yeah, it's Mammoth versus Jets pretty much.
So I don't like the Jets or the Kings. I mean, certainly not the Jets, but the Kings, we bet them to miss the big numbers as well. So yeah, hopefully it's the Sharks and the Mammoth to get in there and the Ducks hold on. Right now I think the play would just be Utah to make.
Yeah, Utah on the season, they have they're up there in expected goals, 5th best, scoring chances, they're 7th best. Winnipeg, 5th worst in expected goals, and scoring chances, 4th worst. So Hellebuyck is the difference maker, but like I feel like he's not 100%. He probably came back a little bit early, so maybe he takes the Olympics off, but I can't imagine he does that.
No, that's not happening. That is not happening, my friend. That would be death now to his career. Like, this is not a big game goal. He can't win the playoffs. And then he doesn't go to the Olympics for the Americans. No.
And World Juniors starting within the next week. Not sure if we're going to be doing an episode on Tuesday for that because there's no games on Wednesday, but we could do a futures and a World Juniors show on Tuesday if we want. But Team Canada's are
tell him back to tell us all about the third line for the Slovakian teams.
Yeah, but I mean, Team Canada, I saw a few weeks ago, was like plus 175. Now they're down to plus 125. So maybe it is worth betting it now at plus money rather than getting they're going to be odds-on favorites pretty soon, I feel like.
You're talking about the World Juniors?
Canada? World Juniors, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. Bet Canada all the way. watch them play the Swedes. The Swedes are missing their best player in Ivar Stenberg. They're playing again tonight. I think Stenberg will be in the lineup, but the Canadians are also missing your guy, Porter Martone. I believe he is a Flyer prospect.
He is. Are they missing him, or are they just sitting him out for this game?
He's just one of those guys that, like Misa, just late to the party.
No, he's been there. He's playing. He's on the top
line. He didn't play the first game.
Okay, he's been on the top line in practice. I saw with McKenna and someone else. So
yeah, it was a kind of a sloppy game, as you'd expect. First game of the tournament.
Yeah, first game. Kids playing with it the first time for Canada at the very least.
Gavin McKenna, man, I don't know who these nerds are throwing him down to 4th overall next year because he's a 17-year-old playing for Penn State. He's not performing. Like, get out of here. He's gonna be a I don't know. I won't guarantee it, but probably top 2. You just watch the guy. You can see he's got immense skill.
I was ranting about this last month or something on the Browser Jacket podcast. Like, we see this every year. Like, and Gavin McKenna is probably
it's clickbait, right?
It's clickbait. Is people want to be like, oh, McKenna fell down. Let me click. Let's see why it went down. No, McKenna's going to go first overall. Like last year, sure, it was Misa for a while. He doesn't have the generational thing thrown around about him, which we throw around about way too often. Like we say, oh,
was it Misa for a while?
I don't know. It was somebody else for a while.
Higgins was.
It was Higgins for a while, and then he went to college. He had a bad year not a bad year, not a great year. But yeah, McKenna's going first overall. Like I don't know if there are markets out there yet for first overall pick, but if there are, take.
And one of the guys that they put ahead of him, Verhoff, I can't remember his first name, Keaton or something. He looked terrible in that game against Worlds. I'm not watching these the guys in their junior leagues, whatever, but just on one game sample size, he just looked like a big, tall, like Tyler Myers, just fucking chaos giraffe. And Gavin McKenna just played brilliant hockey. You can see he's got all the skills. He just doesn't have the engine, the work ethic or whatever that you want to see from some guys. Like, and he's on a line with Brady Martin. Oh man, I love this guy. Both for winning us a lot of money in the last draft and because he's a legit player and he just has the spirit, the effort. I don't know who's a good comp, like a Braden Point maybe, or there's a bunch of guys like him. But they love those heart and soul guys who have the skills and the effort that really maximizes them. So, yeah, love the Canadians. They got the best team by far. I'd rather bet Sweden than the Americans, to be honest. Swedes have the better team, and America is price like what 225.
USA plus 185 is the best out there, and then it seems 225 at Sugar House here, can be, and then Sweden 5-1 there. But yeah, Canada 125 at DraftKings, but everywhere else is 115. I am seeing some group bets available. Canada minus 400 to win their group, which has just Finland and Czech as the only possible ones. But yeah, Group A, maybe Sweden there plus 150. Team USA.
You know what happened? You know what happened? Those fucking pussy Americans. I think because they are host country, they had the option to kick somebody out of their group or something. And something happened where Canada was supposed to be in their group, and they were forced to go to the other group. I don't know specific because they finished 5th last year, so that made it like. Does
the host got like a boost or something, or something dumb like that?
Exactly, yeah. But because Canadians finished 5th in both last tournaments, you would have Sweden, America, and Canada in the same group, which would be nuts. So anyway, Canada got shifted to the other group.
Canada opened like plus 150, plus 175 when I saw it a few weeks ago, and now it's down to plus 125. I've been saying every freaking episode. I regret not betting it. So I mean, because it'll be even money by the time the tourney starts. Next Friday on the Boxing Day.
And you know that Ravensburg guy? I don't even think he made the team. Like he's
really,
it's Carter George and Ivankovic. Carter George, I think he played last year, and he's looked really good. He looked good in that Sweden game.
Kings prospect, 899 save percentage this year in the OHL. So, but he played in the AHL a little bit last year, 2 games. So, Team USA. I think I don't even know who their top guys are. Like it's Team Canada is just stacked.
So you have group betting. What's Sweden to win their group?
I think I saw plus 150. Plus 150 USA, minus 143. Everyone else is 10-1 or longer.
I love that Sweden bet because I don't think we know about the Swedes. They always falter in the big moment. They're not like true winners, but they can definitely win the group at plus money.
We got to wait for those to medal markets to come out and take Sweden. They'll get the bronze. You know they're getting bronze.
No, that's Finland. Finland is the ultimate bronze team because they don't even care about it.
So Sweden. So if there's
Sweden in the group.
if there's an exact to go, Canada, Sweden, Finland for
yes, that'd be ideal.
Gold silver
Exactly.
Any exact is out there. Right, it turned out to be a decent show here for a 9-game slate when most of the games we couldn't really talk about too much because there's back-to-backs there. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed to the Hockey Gun Podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Like I always say, make sure you leave those 5-star rating and reviews. Send us comments, DMs, whatever on Twitter. I'll read them here if they're appropriate for the show. Get in the Discord, sg.pn/Discord, and follow us on Twitter at HockeySGPN. We will be back on Monday for a little bit of an earlier show. You said, what would we say, 4:30, or a little bit earlier than that? Because you have a thing.
Yeah,
I'm going to the game. Yeah, so
I'm going to the doctor.
Yeah, equally important there. So 4 o'clock ish Eastern, I think we said, or something.
We'll see.
Yeah, so a little bit earlier show on Monday for you people that are normal.
Yeah, 12:30 PST, right?
Yeah, that works. 3:30 Eastern. Yeah, so be there on Monday. Potentially a Tuesday show, talking futures and World Juniors. But yeah, that's going to do it for us, I think. Unless you have any final football thoughts. Yeah, you confident in the Bears tonight? Are you confident, or are you just hopeful?
The market's confident. I bet them at +115. They're up to -120 or so on the money line, and we got them at 6-1 nearly to win the division. So this is a massive game for the Bears. Really need them to win tonight. Fuck the Packers all night long. Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. If the Bears win this one, then I'll finally believe that Caleb Williams is real. I already believe Ben Johnson's real, but we need the quarterback to come through with a big game.
Yeah, I'm seeing the Birds are down here at 10-7, and Jake Elliott just missed a field goal, but there was a penalty. Is there a penalty? There's a penalty. It looked like so. Yeah, under there was a great play. No, there was a penalty, so the Eagles' drive is still going. They'll get another chance here.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Make sure you follow us on all that good stuff. I am Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joel Meyer. You'll tell me I'm telling you to fade both my unders. Capitals, Red Wings under 5.5, Avalanche Wild under 6. You're making a lot of money. The Meyer special.
See ya.